everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Playdates and Travels, and oh my goodness, I hope that you guys are ready for a longer style video than normal, because today I'm finally doing my update to the best subscription boxes out there, period. And that is basically just all the Disney subscription boxes that are currently being sold on the market that you can buy a subscription service to, whether it's a one-time box or a subscription box. And I have tried 11 boxes of 17 different companies or so over the past year. A lot of it was just research to see what you could get at the lowest price point with each company. And I did a lot of research so I could kind of figure out which ones were the ones that were most likely to send a lot of merchandise that I thought would appeal most to me. So today I'm doing a video that kind of encapsulates all my experience, all the boxes I've tried, which ones I thought were the best, which ones I thought were kind of and I'm going to give you all that feedback as well as show you what they sent me so that you can see for yourself if that's the kind of company that appeals to you. So sit back and relax. Please grab a cup of tea, just grab a piece of paper and a pen if you want to take down notes. Whatever you want to do, be prepared to pause the screen as much as possible to take notes, and I hope this will help you in your own research as you look into Disney subscription boxes. And maybe you've started your research, maybe you've already started to subscribe to a company and you're not 100% happy with them, or maybe you are thrilled with your company but you're just curious what other boxes are out there. So hopefully this is a helpful video for you. This is an update to a video that I did back in 2017. I was actually pregnant at the time, so I figured it was high time that I give an update to this since a lot has changed. Since 2017, there's been a couple of new companies that have opened. I have opened a lot of those new companies myself on my channel, so I definitely welcome you to go back and look at any of my past unboxing videos. They're all in my unboxing playlist, so you can see them one by one, and I have the most fun with unboxings on this channel. I do a lot of different videos. A lot of my videos lately have been hauls because it makes more sense for me economically to go out and buy the things I want myself than to subscribe to a monthly subscription. And that's only because when I first started doing subscription boxes, I was pregnant. I couldn't get to the parks as frequently, and now I'm not pregnant, so I try to get to the California parks at least frequently to see what the latest merch is. So that's the only reason why I don't do subscription boxes regularly on this channel, but I have tried a lot of the one-time boxes. So if you are interested in seeing what you can get as a sampler from these companies, please stay tuned and hit the like button if you like subscription boxes in general, if you like this type of tutorial review type of video. I've been promising it for a long time, I think since last summer, and I just never got around to giving the update, and then I was trying new boxes, so I decided I wanted to try those out before I did this video update. So hopefully you enjoy this one, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon so you know when I'm uploading a new video, because I have a lot of great content to come. And that's enough babbling. I'm going to get right into the gist of this. So again, if you want to watch the original video, feel free to find that video. It's from November 2017. I'll put the link in the description as well. And you can see sort of the rundown of all the different companies. I reviewed, I think, 13 different boxes, and I went down line by line item on the price points and what you can expect. I'm not going to be that thorough in this video because I'm going to tell you about my experience instead, just to give you guys a heads up. Okay, so first I'm going to be looking down my notes a lot too. First, I just want to go over the companies that I have tried, and these are Gifts from Mickey, Magic at Your Door, Mickey to Your Door, Mickey's Mystery Box, Theme Park Monthly, Magical Monthly, which actually Magical Monthly is now defunct, so don't even bother looking that one up. Pixie Dust Parcels, Disney Treasures Box, which was originally sold by Funko, and now they have partnered with Hot Topic, so it is no longer a subscription service, but it's just a box that you can go and buy the latest box that appeals to you. The latest one was released on January 31st, so by the time this video goes up, it will have just been released, so go get it if you are interested in Dumbo. That is the latest theme that they're doing. I also tried the Disney Princess Play Box, Tokyo Kawaii Club, and Bibbidi Bobbidi boxes. So those are all the different companies that I've tried. Again, that's 11 different subscription companies that I've tried out on my channel. There are a couple more that I haven't tried, and those include Walt's Life and Mickey Monthly, Magic Monthly, Pixie Dust Delivery, Minnie's Adventures, which is a new one that is specializing in Disneyland Paris merchandise. The owner of that company just launched it in like beta testing, so it hasn't really gone out like that big, but I happen to be part of her Facebook group, so I saw the announcement and wanted to include that in this video. There's also the Dreamers box, which I haven't tried, and then the Park Pack, which is an official box that you can get from the Disney store. I have tried to get that one. That one's just pins, but it is always sold out. So I have not lucked out and gotten the chance to subscribe to that one just yet. I'm not really sure if they're still doing it. And there's also the Tsum Tsum and the Ornament Collection that were also official Disney boxes that came straight from Disney, besides the Disney Treasures originally with Funko and the Park Pack. I'm not sure if the Tsum Tsum and the Ornament Collection are still active. When I did my research originally, they were part of my list and they were included in my research as the official boxes. They were on the Disney Store's website, so I guess you could look and shop Disney and Google those and see if they come up, but I don't know if they're still active. By the way, my finger's in a bandage because I just burned it, so that's why you might be seeing this in the corner of the screen. And those are all the boxes that are out there. If there is one that I forgot and didn't mention, please leave me a comment below if I happen to not have heard of a certain box. I'd be really impressed to see what it is, because I'm always interested to find out what the new boxes are. I know there's also one called the Mouse Merch box, and I haven't tried that one. That one's more Disney inspired shops in one box. I just haven't tried it myself. And there's also the Marvel and Star Wars themed boxes, which is Marvel Gear, Marvel Collector's Core, or there's also Smuggler's Bounty. I'm not sure if those are all still active as well, but those used to be the official Star Wars and Marvel collectors boxes. I'm not a big Star Wars or Marvel person, which is why I haven't tried out on my channel. Okay, so those are all the boxes. There is a new box as well that I did not include in this, and that is the newly revealed Disney Princess box that Disney Store is doing on Shop Disney. And it basically includes just like a tiara, a dress, a wand, different accessories for a little princess, and based on a monthly theme. It's a little bit different than their Princess Play Box, which used to be the same thing, but it was more like, you know, coloring type of things and toys. This one is more geared toward dress up, it seems so far. And they launched it with the Belle theme in December. I already had some of those items for my daughter, so I didn't go ahead and do it. But if you are looking to get a dress and all those accessories, then that might be another box that you can look into if you have a little girl. I will say, when I originally did my review, the top boxes seem to be Magic at Your Door, Mickey's Mystery Box, Mickey Monthly, and Walt's Life. And what I mean by top boxes, I mean the ones that were the most well-reviewed or most frequently reviewed that you heard about. And then Theme Park Monthly was up there as well. Now I would say that the box mix-up has kind of changed, and you see a lot more reviews in terms of positive reviews for Magic at Your Door, Bibbidi Bobbidi boxes, and Tokyo Kawaii Club. I think Mickey's Mystery Box is still in there in a little bit, but not to the extent that it was in the previous year. And I'm going to go through all of these and my feedback on the ones that I tried, and Mickey's Mystery Box, and Magic at Your Door, and Tokyo Kawaii Club, and Bibbidi Bobbidi boxes are all included in that list. So if you're interested in this, let's keep going. So I'm going to start with the box that probably everyone has heard of. If you're looking at Disney subscription boxes at all, you probably have come across this name of the company at one point, because it happens to be the most frequently reviewed, and it is Magic at Your Door. They have only 4 box types on their website currently. They are selling a one-time box for $200. They sell a monthly subscription, only one at this time, which has increased the price to $100 a month. It used to be $90. Back when I first started reviewing it and looking into this company, it was around $50 or $60. So it has increased over the year, the year and a half they've been doing it. So just to give you a heads up on the company and the price changes, it's always good to lock it in at a certain point because it can always go up. So yeah, they have the regular merch box, they have the one-time box. They now introduced a huge box for $500 with $600 value of merchandise that you get back, and that one is called the Magical AF box. That's kind of funny. And then they also have a pin box, which is a new thing for them. When they first launched their pin box, it was around $30, but it didn't come with as much. I actually, in full disclosure, just subscribed to the pin box, so I'm going to try that out very shortly on my channel and let you guys know what my thoughts are on it. I thought it sounded like a great idea because it was only $80 and it included a whole bunch of things, including a limited edition pin, an open edition pin, a mystery box that included 2 pins, a booster set with 5 to 7 pins, a lanyard, and also I think those, and I think I'm missing one thing, but it was a lot. There's a lot of different expensive pin options that came in that $80 box, so I wanted to try it out, and I am going to be opening that on my channel very, very soon. But going back to the regular boxes. So Magic at Your Door's lowest price box, which is their regular box, is $100. I think that fee is really high for a just trying to start out with a subscription box company. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I like about the company, what I don't like about the company, and what they sent me, kind of give you a gist. So with Magic at Your Door, what I like, they are one of the best customizable products out there, period. I mean, that is not a joke. They have over 300 options that you can choose from. They used to have a questionnaire with 8 questions, and then you would fill out as much detail as possible. I think to streamline that, the curator has now created a system where you go into a little checklist form that he has available on his website when you're ordering, and you can just fill out the different questions. You can put a check mark next to all the characters that you like, your favorite movies. You can say you want certain products. You can say you don't want certain products. It's all laid out there in a very easy to navigate form. Yes, it will take you a little bit of time to fill it out, maybe 10 minutes or more, but I like the fact that it's very detailed and you can know that your preferences will be on hand. And for the most part, I will say that from the reviews that you'll see online and whatnot, people are getting their preferences. So if you are interested in a very customizable box, Magic at Your Door does suit that category. Another great thing about this company is that they have a satisfaction guarantee. They're the only company that I know that does this, which is if you are not 100% satisfied with your box, if you got some items in there that you weren't kind of lukewarm on, you can send the box right back to them. You do have to pay for return shipping. However, once he receives the box back, he will either give you a refund or he will exchange it for a new box completely customized to your preferences, a little bit better maybe than the first time. So that is something that he promotes on his website very actively, and that's unique for a subscription box because usually with a mystery box, you get it and you have no guarantee of what's going to be in there. If you don't like it, that's it. You don't get your money back. Another great thing about this company is that they have a guarantee of no cheap filler items being included, and that's always nice that you're not going to get a decal that costs $2 and that's going to be counted as one of your items, because that's always nice to get when you get in a mystery box, but let's be honest, I think of that as a freebie. So let's not count that as one of the major items that you got because it was a $2 item. Let's be real. In addition to their 4 box types, they also offer specialty type boxes. So if you're interested in a specific theme, like Halloween or Christmas or even Valentine's Day, they were selling the Valentine's Day box up until recently, now the cutoff has passed. You can get those specially themed boxes with this company. They also occasionally offer promotions, which is always great to get a little bit of a discount. It's usually around save $10, or with the one-time box, it's as high as save $20. However, like I said, the prices are always increasing, so what that $10 savings could get you might have been what the price of the box was the previous week, and you just missed it. I just noticed that myself. So when I purchased the pin box, it was $90. However, the previous week it had been $80. So had I bought it the week before, I would have saved $10. And I ended up getting a save $10 coupon, but it was still the $10 savings that I would have paid originally, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm saying. Just always pay attention to the pricing because you never know if it's going to increase. In terms of what they sent me, I ordered the one-time magic box. So at the time it was $180. I had a coupon to save $20, so it was purchased for $160. My parents actually gifted it to me, and it was a birthday present. And among the 9 items I received, I think my favorite was the Winnie the Pooh plush. I just really love that Winnie the Pooh paisley plush. Whenever I look at it, it just gives me a smile. He also sent me a coin purse for Moana for my daughter. He sent me a pillow, which my mother-in-law has been loving. I actually had that pillow sent to me from another company, so I had a duplicate. And I gifted it to my mother-in-law because she at the time had just hurt her back, and she has praised that pillow to no end. She just said that it gave her great back support, and it was the perfect timing to receive a pillow like that. And she likes having a little Disney magic around the house. So those are kind of things I got in there. I also got a Princess Jasmine themed necklace, which was really nice. It was $60 value from Arribas Brothers. I love that gold necklace so much. There were 9 different items in there. That's kind of what I got. Jewelry, a magnet, a pillow, a piece of artwork, and a plush were among the top choices in there. So some good stuff. He also sent me a little wallet purse as well, and it was another duplicate item that I already had. So there were some items in that box that I already had, which is why it wasn't my favorite box I ever received ever. But for the value, I went well over the value. Again, it was a $180 box, and I think there was $230 worth of merchandise that I was sent. The things that I don't like about the company. This is just my personal opinion, so please don't get upset with what I have to say moving forward, but these are just my thoughts of what I observed from each company. And so with Magic at Your Door, what I don't like is that they have a 3-month commitment. They are the only subscription box company in the Disney game that is requiring you to pay 3 months upfront, which you're not paying it all at one time, but you are committing to paying 3 months before you can be let out of your contract, so to speak, and order something else. And for me, I like the option of just trying a box one time and let that be it. Magic at Your Door is already the most expensive box company out there, period, in terms of the regular monthly subscription, $100 flat each month. Yes, it does include free shipping, and that's great. That's another great perk about this company. Free shipping is included with their boxes. But yes, you are getting free shipping, so it's $100 flat no matter where you live in the 48 contiguous United States. But you are having to pay $100 3 times, so that's basically a $300 box. That's how I think of it. I don't like that. I don't like that it's super pricey. I wish it was a little bit lower. I wish they had the starter price again. You know, I understand that it's a business and he's trying to make it as marketable as possible, but $100 a month is a large chunk of cash to pay on a monthly basis. There are a lot of people out there that will stand by them hands down. For me, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work physically into my budget because I just can't afford it. This is kind of a semi-con, but not really. It's just that this is not a fully Disney Parks only box. When you get a Magic at Your Door subscription, you're going to have a mix of items from the Disney store as well as the Disney Parks, and you might even get some items in there from Hot Topic. That's not a bad thing again. It's just some people don't have Disney store or a Hot Topic or whatnot near them. I happen to live near those locations, so when I look at Disney subscription boxes, I'm looking for the ones primarily that deal with only Disney Parks merchandise. So for me, I put that in the con category, but again, it's a personal preference. Some people are completely happy with having a mix of licensed Disney products as well as Disney Parks items, so that's what you're going to get in this subscription. And I'm sure you could always put into your notes Disney Parks items only, or maybe he would just make a stipulation for that. You only have until the 5th of the month to order a Magic at Your Door box, so if you want to get it in the same month, you have to order by the very beginning of the month, or else you are locked out of that month and you have to wait to the following month to get your box. With a lot of other companies, you have until like the 20th or so. So that's a con for me because sometimes I like to wait to the last possible second within the month to be like, okay, I want a Disney box. So if you're like me and you're like a procrastinator and a last minute purchaser, you might not get your box that month if you're trying to go with Magic at Your Door, because you do have to have your order in by the 5th of the month to get a box that same month. And that goes for one-time boxes as well. The one-time box turnaround is 3 to 4 weeks. When I ordered, it actually took over 4 weeks. It took a month for the box to get to me. I did a whole review about that, so if you want to go into my review, feel free. It was a birthday box, so that was a con for me. Just it came after my birthday month, and you know, it happens. I understand that. That was my only con, and that's a personal con, so I don't really want to put that on the list, but just putting that out there again. Okay, so I talked about the most expensive box, and now I'm going to do the opposite and talk about the cheapest box that is currently out there, and that is Mickey to Your Door. They are great. They have phenomenal service, in my opinion, because they specialize in boxes that are completely from the Disney Parks. So it's the polar opposite, where I was saying before how there's a mix of licensed items and the Disney Parks items, Magic at Your Door. With Mickey to Your Door, it's all Disney Parks items. Another thing that's great about this company is that they offer the cheapest subscription box monthly. There is a $12 a month box. It's the Tink box. I reviewed it 3 times on my channel, and you're guaranteed to receive 1 to 2 items. They also have a Wishes box, which is a regular merchandise box, and that one is the first box that you can get monthly that is customizable. The Tink box is not customizable, but it's guaranteed to have $12 or more in value. With the Wishes box, you're guaranteed to get at least $35, which is what the box costs in value. And so that one comes with up to 3 items. And I reviewed the Wishes box before on my channel, I reviewed the Tink box, and I also reviewed their older snacks box. They've since discontinued it. It used to be a World Showcase snacks box, which came with snacks from around the world. And I really enjoyed that box for the fact that I got a really cute Mexico Donald cup. It was one of my first ever videos. You can go back to the beginning of my unboxings to see that one. But yeah, I've actually really enjoyed the items that they gave me. I'll go into that in a second. But other things I like about this company, it's a family-run company. They're not the biggest per se, but yet, even though they're not the biggest, they are always running discounts. If you go on their social media pages, there's always something that is currently being promoted. Right now, there's one that's joined 20. You save 20% if you join your first-time box. They don't need to do that. They're not the biggest company in terms of reviews and whatnot out there, yet they are consistently giving you lower price points to get a taste of the parks, and I love that about them. I love that they are giving everyone a chance to just try something out. Try Disney subscription box. So I really like that a lot about this company. With Mickey to Your Door, you have a little more flexibility in terms of just choosing what kind of subscription you want. So they have the 3 customizable subscriptions, which are the Wishes, the Fantasmic, and I believe it's the Illumination, maybe, are the 3 regular boxes, and they have the Tink box, so those are the 4 mystery boxes. Then in addition to that, they also had 3 pin boxes. They had a snack box, which they just relaunched. It's a new snack box, just like a regular snack box that like packaged snacks. And then they offered 3 new boxes, which are more customizable than the other regular boxes. And that's the Star Wars theme box. They have a new Disney Princess theme box, which princess items geared toward the favorite princesses of your liking. And then they have one called the Fab Five box, which will specialize in products containing the Fab Five. So Mickey, Goofy, Donald, Pluto, and Minnie Mouse. So if you are a fan of those characters, you can tell them what your favorite characters are. You can also tell them what your apparel size is, and they will look for items geared toward that. Their regular boxes, this is my con now. Their regular boxes, although you can customize them, it's only to age and gender. So you do have to go that extra step and send them a note if you have specific preferences. I've done that in my previous boxes, and they did fit that. But you have to go and send them that note. If you don't send them that note, you're just going to get items that are customized to your age and gender. I want to make that clear because there is a chance to customize. You just have to take that extra step. So that's one con. And it's not as transparent to everyone that they don't realize that they can always customize it. Another great thing with this company is that you can order up until the 17th to get a box that month. I mentioned that before being a great perk. I've done that before. So I like being able to wait to the last possible second and still get a box that month. The Tink box has a chance to add add-ons. Currently, they are a Rice Krispie treat. There was a Goofy miscellaneous snack that you could add on, or you could also add on 2 tradable pins. So that's like a set price that you can add to your Tink box and be a guarantee that you'll get those items included. So that's kind of unique. And another great perk from this company is even though they have the cheapest prices, period, all their boxes now come with free shipping. How cool is that? They don't have to do that. A lot of the companies don't offer that, yet all of the boxes I double checked this, all the boxes currently are offering free shipping at Mickey to your door. So that is another great perk. You are just paying that one advertised price and that is it. And again, those are the lowest prices out there. So if you want a $12 flat monthly box, they have that, or they have a $35 box, and so on and so on. In terms of cons, the fact that you can't customize besides age and gender is a little bit of a downer, but again, like I said, you can reach out to them by email and customize it further. You just have to take that extra step. Another downer for me in terms of this company is the fact that when they are advertising that this box comes with up to 3 items, they mean it. So you will only get up to 3 items in that box. They're not going to go above that, like some other companies were doing last year and I tried. And again, that's probably how they keep their costs low. They have those set minimums to keep it economical for themselves, and I get that. And again, that's not really a con. That's how people stay in business. But I'm just picking at the nitpickiness of what I've seen, and that's the only con I could add to my list. I'm trying to be as constructive as possible, guys. I will say of the 3 boxes that I tried, in my Tink boxes, they sent me a Mickey photo holder. Really cute. I have that on my desk normally. This is the item. It actually arrived broken, and I had to glue the head back on. But because I reached out to them and let them know that it came broken, they then, in my next box, sent me a couple of items to make up for it, which is really sweet. My next box I got from them, they sent me a tote bag with Toy Story characters all over it. I take that bag everywhere. It is like my shopping bag. I love that bag to death. They also sent me, in another box, a Minnie Mouse tumbler, which is actually a really cute tumbler. I ended up not using it. I ended up giving it away as part of a giveaway just because I had so many different tumblers already in my mug pantry. But it was a nice item nonetheless, very nice quality. And hopefully Katie, who was the winner of that giveaway, is enjoying that tumbler to this day. I don't know if she kept on to it or not. And then I will say in the Wishes box, they sent me some of the best items to date that I've gotten in a subscription box. And I say that because they've been very useful in my travels. They sent me a Mickey Mouse travel neck pillow, which I've taken on my past 2 Disney trips, as well as my trip to Hawaii. It was just a very comfortable touch of the parks. I love taking that everywhere with me, and I just use it to sleep on airplanes. It's great. They also sent me a light-up lanyard for the 45th anniversary of Magic Kingdom, and I took that to my most recent Walt Disney World trip, and I had it going off during the Happily Ever After fireworks. It was really sweet and pretty, and I really like it, and my daughter likes to play with it too. And then they also sent me a Chef's Mickey hat from the Food and Wine Festival, which I'm a big Figment, it was a Figment chef's hat, so I'm a big Figment fan, so that was a very sweet item as well. So that's it for Mickey to Your Door. I just find them completely cheap, consistent, and it's a family-run company, so if you're looking for that in a company, go check them out. And I will put all of these websites in my video, by the way, so you don't have to go figure it out. I'll just have them lined up. Okay, so the next company I'm going to talk about is Mickey's Mystery Box. And this is another company that was really popular for a long time. I haven't seen as many reviews in the past year, so I'm not sure if they the same popularity they once had or once enjoyed, but I will say that maybe part of the popularity is that one YouTuber was doing their videos every month, and a lot of those YouTubers that have been doing those monthly videos have kind of waned down. So maybe that's part of the reason I don't hear about them as much. What I like about this company is that all of the items from Mickey's Mystery Box are coming from the Walt Disney World Resort area. I mentioned before that's a big plus for me, so I do like that you are getting items from the Walt Disney World area. Another great perk is that they offer customized boxes. So you are getting boxes that are customized to your age, gender, they ask for your apparel size, and then they also ask you for your favorite characters. So a lot of people love the fact that you can customize your boxes with Mickey Mystery Box, and I think that's another reason that they enjoyed their popularity for so long. Another thing I like about this company is there are a lot of different options. They do have one of the best snack boxes out there. I think that if you're looking for a snacks box with fresh snacks, then definitely look into Mickey's Mystery Box, because one of their boxes is known to send candy apples every now and then, Rice Krispie treats, things like that. They're still kind of packaged items. They're not like fresh from the park, but they are sending you snacks that are 100% from Disney and that are enjoyable. So that's a nice perk from them. They offer a one-time box, which is like $60 plus shipping, and then they have a Happily Ever After box, and there's two different options for that. They have just, since they launched that end of last year, and it was a flat price, but now they have two different tiers. I think one is around $40 and one is $70. Yeah, one is $40 and one is $70, and that one is not customizable, but you are guaranteed to get double the value of what you're paying. So with the $40 box, you'll get at least $80 of value back, and with the $70 box, at least $140 back in value. In addition to those, they have a couple of regular merchandise boxes, and then they also have 3 different snack options. So there's a lot of different choices there. They also have the largest mystery box, which is the Great Movie Box, and that one is $200. That is the highest value box they offer, and that one is guaranteed that you're going to get a designer item a lot of the time. So a lot of times they'll promote it on their Facebook page and say, this purse will be included in your box if you order this now. This pair of ears will be included if you order this now. That's another box they offer. They offer a magical ear pack, which is just 1 pair of ears from the parks every month. So there is that option as well. Okay, so what I tried from Mickey's Mystery Box is I tried the one-time Christmas box. So I've actually never tried one of the regular boxes, and maybe that will affect my review a little bit because I did not get the fully customized box. I will say I enjoyed my box. However, the biggest thing I got was like this, they sent me a trash can ornament, and they sent me a Pandora ornament. The Pandora ornament was kind of a miss, I think, because I just didn't know what it was. I still don't know what it is. I'm not even sure if I put it on my Christmas tree this past season, just because it was just a random ornament. And I opened it around the same time as I opened 2 other Disney boxes, and I enjoyed the other 2 Disney boxes a little bit more. So I think for me, I just realized in doing another Christmas box this past year, maybe those seasonal Christmas boxes aren't really the boxes for me, just because I feel like they're cool, but not like the same wow factor that you get with the regular merchandise boxes, if that makes sense. I mean, everyone's different, but I just thought I was a little bit underwhelmed overall by the value that was paid. And I think I paid around $60 plus $15 shipping, so it came to around $75 or $80 that I spent on that box. What I don't like about Mickey's Mystery Box. So I did notice that the international countries cannot order their snack boxes from them, so that's one thing. Doesn't affect me personally, but that is a con. I'll put that in that list because that's not available to people that are ordering from overseas. I'm trying to put this delicately, but one con for me is a lot of the reviews that I have seen, I would say probably 95% of all the different unboxings I've seen from Mickey's Mystery Box, I have noticed that the majority of the items in those boxes that are being sent are from the outlets. And there are people that will watch, that you'll see them do those filmings, and they look so happy and excited to get those boxes. But I just happen to live not too far away from a Disney outlet. So I don't live near a Character Warehouse, which is the big outlet. However, the regular Disney store outlets do get discounted items from time to time, and there was one time where I saw a bunch of different people get like this Haunted Mansion themed headband, and they were really excited to get that headband, and they were like, oh, this headband's like $16 or $20 or whatever it was, and I was looking at that item and I was like, That was in the outlets for $5. So I can't separate the two. If I know that an item has been sold recently for a discounted price, and then in that same month I see it appear in a mystery box, I just have less faith in that company overall. So that is why, for me personally, I have not subscribed to this company over other companies, because other companies, I'm seeing them get items that are just released from the parks, and I like that. I like getting newer items versus items that maybe you hadn't heard about or seen before, but they are the majority of what you're getting in your box. And yes, I get that companies have to make a living, and maybe one way to do that is to offer outlet items at a premium, and a lot of people won't know the difference, but for me, I do notice the difference, and that's just one big con for me. I can't wrap my head around that. I cannot separate the two, and that is a big reason why I haven't done the regular mystery merch box with them. That being said, their Happily Ever After box kind of appeals to me. I think if I would order that though, I would probably not go to the outlets for at least 2 months and not watch other outlet videos for that time, so I wouldn't be disappointed in what I receive. But I'm kind of impressed with what they're putting together in those boxes, given that you can't customize them at all. So if I were to try this company out soon, which I keep going back and forth, I think I would try that box because I think that one looks pretty fun. I actually just saw another YouTuber, a newer new YouTuber, Disney Dad 83, and he did an unboxing, and he got this really cute tumbler that I had just ordered myself from eBay. So I like that they put that in the box. So because of that, they got 2 points for me. And that's pretty much my list. I don't want to go too nitty gritty with all of them. I will also say that the customer service with this company maybe wasn't as pleasant as my experiences and interactions with some of the other companies. I like quick prompt service and companies that are willing to bend a little bit backwards for you. And I don't want to say that like make it sound petty, but it's nice that when you can reach out to a company and you can feel that they appreciate your business and that they want to do everything that they can to make things right by you. I got that experience with Mickey to Your Door. I got that experience with a lot of other companies that I'm going to mention in this video. But when I reached out to Mickey's Mystery Box, they were kind of aloof in their response. It's kind of hard to explain, but I just did not get the best vibe from the email response that I got back last year. So that's another reason why I just never subscribed to them. If something strikes you as odd, then that makes you hold back from ordering, and that was just my experience. Again, just my personal opinion. I can't really put into words that well, but there was just something that didn't quite sit well. Also, when I first started out as a YouTuber, I noticed that on my Mickey to Your Door reviews, with a lesser known company, I was getting these comments from this random person who I've only ever seen comment on smaller YouTubers' channels, and the person would always say, "Oh, I don't like that box. You should try Mickey's mystery box instead." And I kind of felt like it was a sleeper in terms of, I kind of felt a little weirded out by that, and maybe they worked for Mickey's Mystery Box or were in cahoots with them somehow. For whatever reason, that's on my con list. I don't know. So I'm going to go into Tokyo Kawaii Club next, and I know this is a really popular company with a lot of people, and my experience was mostly positive with them, but I do have some negatives I'm going to say and be completely honest as well. So here's my list. So what I love about Tokyo Kawaii Club is that they are the only company that you can expect to receive items from the Tokyo Disney parks. They used to have 2 mailers. They used to have the mini mailer and the regular magic mailer, and the regular magic mailer, which is the bigger mailer for $52.99, came with the guarantee of 1 to 2 items from Tokyo Disneyland or Tokyo Disney Sea. And I love those parks. They have the best merch ever, so that is really exciting. In addition to that, the curator also puts items in there from the Tokyo Disney store, or maybe from other options in there too. I think Kittyland is on the list. They have now since gotten rid of the smaller mailer, so that's one of my cons. I'll get to that soon. But I did like that you were getting everything from the Tokyo Disney area. There is no other box that offers that promise and guarantee of merchandise from them on a monthly basis, so that is pretty cool. Another thing I like about this company is that you can customize it. So you can send him your customization preferences with all your favorite characters, and he will keep that on file and use that for future subscriptions, or future months that he sends out your subscription. Shipping is free. Another great big perk. You're getting a mailer, some packaging from Tokyo, and you're not paying anything extra for shipping, so that's pretty cool. And then another thing that is really nice about this company is that you're always going to get the latest Disney store or Disney parks bag from the Tokyo Disney area. So I think that's really cool to see what kind of bags they have. As silly as that is, they have some of the cutest little shopping bags. So to be able to get that in a box, a subscription service is phenomenal. And you also usually get the park maps in those subscription boxes as well. And my last real positive is that he also offers, in addition to his regular boxes, he has these things called FOMO promos, fear of missing out. And they're basically just items that are being sold in the Tokyo Disney area, and he will just make them available to you at a premium cost. So that is a con for me in that you're paying a lot more than what the price of that item originally was. But if it's a big item and you really want it and you don't have access to a personal shopper, it is one way to get access to that particular item. And there are some times where items will go out of sale and they're no longer in stock, and he happens to have a couple. So you can get it by ordering directly through him. So that's why this is in the things I like category. Things that I was sent in my mailer. So I got the magic mailer and the mini magic mailer, and in my smaller mailer, I received 4 items. And those items were Genie from Aladdin sticky notes. You never see Genie on merchandise, so that's pretty cool. I received a pair of chopsticks, which is really cool. I've never used them to this day. They are just a decorative item. I received a Minnie Mouse sticker, and I also received a giant button. In my bigger mailer, I received 2 big ticket items, and those big ticket items were a Minnie Mouse Ufufi, the one that is behind me up there, that came in my Tokyo Kawaii Club magic mailer, the bigger size. I also received a Ariel notebook with a cute Ariel cover. That was really nice. Another button from Cinderella. He sent me a Toy Story themed tote bag. And then I also got a tin of cookies. So I thought it was a pretty solid mailer, and I really did enjoy it. Now for my cons. The reason that I haven't done Tokyo Kawaii Club more often, more frequently, even though I've continued to consider doing it, is because you are spending $53 for a mailer, and a lot of the times it's smaller items. He just sends out a lot of stationery. You can request no stationery, but the majority of his business that he sends out that you see other reviews are stationery items. You'll see a cute pen. You'll see a cute face mask. You'll see a notepad. And there's only so much notepads, paper goods that I can have at a certain given time before I'm just like, too much is enough. And that's why I just haven't done him more frequently, because that is the majority of his business, because they're not getting boxes from Japan because it's more economical to ship around the world with the envelopes. You're only going to get what can fit in an envelope. And if you guys have seen some of my past Tokyo merch hauls, which I've gotten from personal shoppers, or when my parents came back with a whole bunch of goodies from the Tokyo parks, wish that could happen every year. I like some of the bigger items. Like one of my favorite items I gotten from Tokyo is a pillow. I've never seen a pillow in a mailer. Another big item is I have an Aladdin and Jasmine, a Whole New World themed Genie's lamp from Aladdin. And you cannot get that in a mailer because that is a fragile item. I've never seen him send a fragile item like that. So if you're looking for bigger items like that, you're never going to probably see that in your mailer, just because I don't think it's just feasible. You're getting whatever can fit practically in an envelope. Because he's got to make the shipping work for him as well. And because of that, that is a con for me. I like to get the bigger ticket items in my mailers. I also wish he would send more pins in the regular mailers. I've actually not seen that too frequently either. Only maybe once or twice. And I think that's because he has a pin subscription now. So in addition to his mailer, he has a pin envelope, and then he also has 2 gotcha mailers, a mini one and a big one. He has done away with the mini mailer, so that is another con for me, because the mini mailer used to be $28, and there's no longer an option to get $28 package from Japan. I liked that option before. Yes, there was only Disney Store items in there. There was no guarantee of a Tokyo Disney Sea or Tokyo Disneyland item in that package, but just to be able to spend $28 and get something a little touch from Japan was really nice. So I find it a little bit of a bummer that he got rid of that, and so that's why it's on my con list. I mean, that's a personal preference again, but I liked being able to get the small mailer too, and that's no longer an option. Another con is that the shipping, although it's free, does take a really long time. My mailer that I got the free shipping option took exactly 4 weeks. I've seen people, it takes 6 weeks. I've seen it take up to 8 weeks. I've now since heard one of my friends, her package never came. So with that free shipping option, there is no tracking on it, so you just have to have faith and wait patiently. And I don't do that game very well. I like to be able to track my packages and know exactly when they're coming, because we've had break-ins in my building. There have been people who have stolen packages. I don't like that. It makes me really nervous. And because of that, the second time I ordered from him, I actually did pay the expedited shipping option, which is an extra $10 to guarantee that the package will arrive within 2 weeks. And when I did it, it arrived in exactly 2 weeks, and that was great, but I didn't appreciate having to pay an extra $10. So even though I paid the $28 for the mini mailer, it ended up being around $38 because there was an extra shipping charge. And lastly, the other thing that I don't really like about Tokyo Kawaii Club is that it's just a personal preference thing, but once you send your customization options, he does not reach back out to you to update that. So it is up to you to then reach out to him and say you want to update your customization. And when I reached out to him with my second mailer, he already had the mailer going out the door so that he could get it out as quickly as possible, because he already had my preferences in mind. And he told me that in the future, if I wanted to order, what I should do is I should send an updated note immediately when I order my second box, or so on, so that he can take my new preferences into account. So because that's an extra step that's not as simple as just going with what he has in his system, I'm putting that on my con list. But otherwise, I think it's a great idea to continue to get Tokyo merchandise, really cute merchandise from the parks and from the Disney store. So I love that this option continues to be available. So many people really like it. A lot of people who are subscribed love getting stationery a lot every month. And honestly, I like getting the cookies and the little treats in there as well. So if that's your thing, then definitely go check them out. I still think they're a great company. I'm just trying to be as constructive with each company and the pros and the cons list each time. With the Disney Princess Play Box, I'm just going to quickly touch upon that and tell you that I enjoyed it. It is geared toward kids, so that's not going to be part of this rating review, because I'm going to be focusing on the boxes that you can customize. However, if you're interested in that type of thing, where you're getting items that are geared toward ages 4 to, I believe, 9 years old, then go check that out. The Play Box has a bunch of toys. It has a little box that you can color and do an activity with your child. So that's a fun option as well. The next one I want to talk about is the Disney Treasures box, and I tried the box when it was the Disney Villains box. I loved it. Again, this is not a customizable box. You are just going to get whatever items are included in that month's theme. When I did it, it was the Villains theme. The next theme again is Dumbo, which is just in time for the new release of Dumbo. So you are guaranteed to get at least one Funko item in that box. It usually is like a small trinket item. The previous boxes I've seen them included like a pencil or a pen type of item. So smaller items, but just keep in mind that the Funko alone is worth up to $15 or something along those lines, and the whole package costs $32, and you can pay whenever you want to from Hot Topic. So again, I'm just mentioning that because that is an option that you can go and get that box at your own leisure. It's not really a subscription box per se, but I am including it as part of this video so that you are aware that it is out there and available. Just go check out what the current theme is by doing some Googling to find out what it is. And if it fits your preferences, go to your local Hot Topic and see if they have one available. And they do sell that both online and in stores, so you don't actually have to go to a physical store. You can also order that one online. And what they sent me in the Villains box is I got this, I got a Peter Pan. It was a Hook Funko, my very first ever Funko, so I really like that. I got a Diablo mini Funko, mini mystery figure, and I got a Genie pen, actually it was Jafar pen, and there was one other item I'm forgetting, but I will include photos of that in here as well. Okay, so I talked about all those boxes I've tried, so now I'm going to talk about my favorite boxes. It is with sad heart that I have to say that my #1 favorite before, which I talked about on my channel so many times, you might see a lot of reviews on my channel of me talking and raving about this company. I no longer think that they are actively still in business, and that is Theme Park Monthly. I haven't seen a review of theirs in forever. The last I heard from different people that had written reviews online on their Facebook page before it was taken down. It's still up. I'm just saying that the community page is no longer active. You can't actually see the posts that are there anymore. And I think it's because they started to get a little negative feedback, and people started to say that they were no longer receiving their boxes. And it's a big shame, because I know that there was a family tragedy with one of the owners, because I reached out to her around the time that it had happened. And it's always sad when that happens, and they sent the best boxes. They went above and beyond. They had the best snack box, I thought. They had the best mystery merchandise box, and that it only cost $50, but then you were getting like double the value, and unique items like they had the ceramic Disney Mickey dish that I loved seeing in the parks, and they actually gave that to people. There was one month I saw someone got a flower and garden figurine, like a lawn figure. Like, who sends that in a box? Nobody. And they got that in their box. Another month, people were getting the Haunted Mansion, like a large figurine that was worth over $95, and this is in a box that cost $50. So they were always really good about sending you highly valuable items. I like that they also focused a lot on houseware items. I'm a big cooking person, baker, and I got a lot of fun items that were for my kitchen from them. They also sent me a t-shirt for my son when he was a baby, or actually I was pregnant and I hadn't had him yet, but they sent me a t-shirt in preparation for his being born, and it said my first Mickey t-shirt. That made me cry on camera. So I thought that they had really thoughtful boxes. It was one of those boxes that was only customized by age and gender, but if you sent them a note, they would take those premises into account. And every single one of my boxes was personalized to a T, and I loved it. My snack boxes, they went above and beyond. When I was telling them it was for my birthday, they put some extra snacks in there just for me, and I really enjoyed those boxes. So definitely go back and watch what they sent me. The reason that I'm including them on this list, however, is I want to forewarn people that even though they were my favorite box once upon a time, I don't think they're sending out boxes anymore. The reviews that I've seen online have just said that they either missed their boxes, that they sent their money and never got anything, or that they reached out and they didn't hear anything back. And I know that the owner had a family tragedy happen around the summer of last year, so I think that has something to do with it. I think just something came up and it just was such a devastating thing for her, and I feel for people. I mean, when you lose someone in your family, that is completely heartbreaking. However, at this point, I think it's just a little bit wishy-washy. The information out there is just that people have stopped hearing back, and because of that, they started to get some negative feedback, and that's horrible. I hate that they have this negative reputation now, because they were one of the best boxes by far, and they were killing it. And now, unfortunately, I don't think that their boxes are consistent anymore, or that they're even doing boxes if they are. So I'm putting them out there in this video so that if you're watching this in real time, I raved about them in my past video at the end of 2017, but as of right now, beginning of 2019, I have not gotten any confirmation that their boxes are still going out, so I can't recommend them 100% anymore. I hope that changes, and if they happen to see this video, please reach out and let me know, or leave a comment saying that you are actively in business and that's been resolved or whatnot. But I have to be 100% honest with my viewers and give you my feedback of my opinion, my research, because I am doing a review of the best Disney subscription boxes, and I would hate for anyone to enter into a payment where they think they're going to get a box and then they don't get it. And the reason I say that is because I think as of right now, their account is still active with CrateJoy, and a lot of people order their subscription boxes through CrateJoy and might not realize that they might not get their box. So there's that. Okay, so for the best boxes as of 2019, and no, Tokyo Kawaii Club is not top of my list, and that's because of the fact you're getting the smaller items. The biggest item that you're going to get in those packages, as I mentioned just before, is maybe a plush, that of Foofy, or maybe a treat, and that is the biggest item that you'll potentially get. But when you're comparing it apples to other subscription companies, you might get a bigger ticket item with some of the domestically based companies. And again, that's because they're in Japan, so they have to make money somewhere. But because of that, they are not in my top list. And my top list is actually Bibbidi Bobbidi boxes and gifts from Mickey. I can't separate the two because they are just phenomenal companies. So I'm going to tell you the perks of both of them, and here we go. So with Bibbidi Bobbidi boxes, one thing that I love about them is that they are always having discounts. They are a pretty popular box company. They just launched sales, I think, back in June. I wrote down my notes. They launched their pre-sales June 27, 2018, according to their Twitter feed. And then they officially launched on July 17, 2018, with the first boxes shipping out the first week of August. So they have been in this game since August 2018. It's only been a very short while, but they're killing it in the Disney subscription box game. And if you're looking for a customized box that is well-rounded with unique items that you wouldn't expect to see from a Disney subscription box, they are your company. One of the things I like about their boxes is that you'll see items from Tervis in there, and I did get a Tervis tumbler in one of my boxes. They will put Loungefly purses, designer items. They have one box that is guaranteed to have one designer item every time, and it's usually a purse. I've seen the Judy and Burke brand, I've seen Loungefly, I've seen Daniel Nicole. So these are top brands that cost upwards of $70 alone, sometimes in the 100 range, and you're getting it guaranteed in your box. Another thing I like about this company is that their prices aren't that expensive. Their lowest price point is $39. And the great thing about them is if you subscribe to them, all the shipping has a flat rate of $4.99. Another great thing is that they ship internationally. So if you are international, no, you will not be spending $4.99 for your shipping, but they are completely transparent in that you can see on their FAQ page what the shipping cost will be to you. For Canada is $12.95 for their cheapest box, and for the rest of the country, they have it listed as starting at $15.95. So I think that is great that they are transparent in putting that out there. They are shipping to a lot of international countries, which a lot of the boxes don't do so much anymore. So that is another great feature. I like that they always have discounts available. Right now, they had one that was active and it was very merry, where you could get 10% off your first subscription box. They also had another one called Mushu, and that was another 10% off your first subscription box. There's a couple of Disney YouTubers that have a $7 off code right now, so you can look at their reviews and see what their code is. So my point is that you can save some money on your first time box, which is great when you're trying out a subscription for the first time. I also like that they are the only Disney subscription company that I know of to partner with small shops as well. So you're not only getting items from the Disney parks in your boxes, but you are also going to see items from some smaller shops that you might not have heard of, and you'll see them get some love through this company. So that's pretty cool. They offer a lot of promotions and giveaways on their social media pages. So they are definitely being active and promoting themselves in the Disney community, and I think that is really helping boost their popularity and stand by their products. And what I like about them as well, you can see some of my reviews, my 2 boxes I've opened from them, they had great customer service. They were really fast and prompt in getting back to me with my questions, and I really appreciate that fast customer service. Another great thing about them is they guarantee that the box will be either equal to or greater than the value that you paid. So I love boxes that you were getting at least 100%, and that is what you're going to get with Bibbidi Bobbidi boxes. The last thing I want to say is that they are highly customizable. They are one of the best customizable boxes out there. They are up there with Magic at Your Door, and that they have a whole list of questions they ask you, and you can tell them what you're looking for, what you're not looking for, and they will honor that to a T. In fact, after you order with them, they often send out a follow-up survey. This happened when I first ordered, which had a little additional questions as well. And the reason for that is I think I was ordering around the Halloween time, so they wanted to know whether I wanted a Halloween theme box or if I wanted to completely have it separate from that. So I appreciated them getting that extra feedback, taking that time to ask those questions, because that is helpful when you are putting together a mystery box. Now, as to what I received 2 different boxes from them. I ordered the lowest price box from them, which again was $39.99 plus shipping, and I also got the medium size box, regular mystery box. And in the lowest price box, I received a Tervis tumbler. I received a Jim Shore collectible. It was Mickey in his pajamas. I have never seen a Jim Shore figurine in a box ever, and they were my first one to send me one, and I was thrilled by that. I think that is so cool. And they also sent me a Ariel keychain, which was a fantastic item because I had just picked that out for myself. So it just goes to show you that they took your customization preferences in mind, because I got the same items for myself, and that was in my box. In my second box, I received all Disney Parks items, which was cool because I guess they had the note that I was a Disney Parks fan. And that includes these ears right here. I had been dying for these ears for the longest time, and they sent it to me in a box. So of course, that is why they are #1 in my list, because I love these ears so much. They also sent me 2 plushes. They sent me one for my child, one for myself. It was a Tsum Tsum, and then they also sent me a Figment plush that I had also just picked up for myself in my most recent Disney World trip. So I love that plush so much. They also sent me some gorgeous Ariel socks. So I think they did a great job with my box. It was all around fun items, things that I wouldn't have thought to buy for myself, things that I did think to buy for myself, but just shows they were right on point, and they stuck to my preferences to a T. Cons, really the only thing I can say that's a con for them is that they're so good at what they're doing that they sent me items that I already had. I mean, that goes to show you that they're really on your preferences. So that means for myself, the con is maybe don't go to the parks as frequently and get the items that I want, and just wait for the mystery companies to bring it to you. That is my takeaway from that whole experience. But honestly, the only con I would say is that your shipping costs will be a little bit higher if you're doing a one-time box. But the workaround is that they even tell you in your FAQ page, just go to the subscription section and go as if you were going to subscribe, and that way you can actually customize it to your preferences. If you're doing a one-time box, they don't have the customization option. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button, And if you just want to try it as a one-time box, you have to hit the "This is a gift" column. And once you do that, that will make it a one-time only box. It will not be a recurring payment, and that will take you out of the subscription status, but also get your customization and also lock in that $5 shipping. So I do like that they have some options, workaround around that. And lastly, the only other con I can think of is that not all the items are from the Disney parks. So if you're looking exclusively for an all Disney parks item box, this is not going to be that. However, I guess you could put in your preferences that you only want items from the Disney parks, and they can make that happen, because like I said, they are putting licensed items in there normally most of the time, as well as a Disney parks item. So that is on the con list, just because, again, as I said at the beginning of this video, I'm all about the Disney parks items per se, but that's my personal preference. So I'll put that in the con list. And now my last box I wanted to talk about in this video, and that is gifts for Mickey. And I love this company so much. I have reviewed them a number of times on my channel as well, and every review that I have seen from this company, whenever I see anyone upload a Gifts from Mickey review, I always have to go watch it, because that is how much I love this company. They are tops in my list because they have sent me some of the most unique items. Not only are they customizable, but they send you some really cute, unique items that you're not bound to find in another subscription box. And what I mean by that is things from Arribas Brothers. They send you soaps from Basin. They send you items from seasonal events that are happening right in the moment, because they're one of the companies that lives right there and can go and get it for you. What I mean by that is during the Food and Wine Festival, they went out and not only sent me the current brochure, but they also went into the park themselves, and it was the German kiosk, and they sent me an item that was airtight sealed from that kiosk sent to my home. I would not have been able to get that otherwise. I would have had to flown to Orlando. So I love that. Another thing that they do is they will get an autograph for characters if you want to upgrade to that option. So they're the only company that advertises if you want a specific character autograph, you can get it included in your box. So that is a unique thing I think that they offer. I also like that they have a ton of different options. So if you're not looking for a regular mystery box, they also have an Animal Kingdom only box. They also have an Epcot lovers box if you just want items from Epcot. And they also have a coffee lovers box. They have one that's a Housewares only box. They have one that is a snacks only box. They have 3 different popcorn boxes. So if you're looking for a specific type of, monthly popcorn sent to your mail every month, you can have that choice available to you as well. They have a pressed coin box. I'm trying to think off the top of my head anything else they have that they offer. They have a lot of different boxes. So if you're looking for variety, Gifts from Mickey definitely has the market cornered right there. And I love that they send you fresh snacks from the parks. Almost every box I've ever seen has included a snack, and they often come in the airtight sealed plastic wrapping to make sure that it will stay fresh. The 2 owners have a culinary background, so they take allergies into consideration, and I do have an allergy, and they've asked me that in the past, so I appreciate that they take that time to be considerate of your personal needs. And another great thing with this company is that you can order and then a week later have the box shipped to you. That is how fast you will get the box from them. A lot of companies you have to ship by the 17th of the month or so, and then that way you can get a box sent out that same month. With Gifts from Mickey, with the one-time boxes, I kid you not, you can put your order in, and once she has your preferences, she will go out and get it for you and send out a box that is pretty cool and personalized to you. All right, so for the cons, I will say that even though you can customize the box, that's not as advertised as well as much as the other companies perhaps, because it is just a column. You have to be tech savvy to see this. But here's what you do. When you order from Gifts from Mickey, they ask for you for your address information, your phone number, and then in the checkout page, it's like the third thing after you put in your credit card information, there is a place that says Order Notes. When you get to the Order Notes page, do not skip it. It's an optional choice, but you should fill that out with what your favorite characters are, what your preferences are, what you don't want to receive in your box, what your allergies are. If she has that information, she can then put together the perfect box for you. I think my first ever box I opened from Gifts from Mickey was captioned Gifts from Mickey, the perfect first time box, because I really did think it was the perfect first time box for me. So what they sent me in my first ever box, they sent me a Simba plush, like for my baby. Oh my gosh, it was so cute and adorable, and I love that plush to this day. It's one of those like Disney blanket babies plushes. I think they're adorable, and it was perfect for a newborn baby. In addition to that, she sent me a snack. I got a caramel couche caramel brownie from Germany. I received a tote bag. So those are the kind of things that you can expect in your box. The second time around, I got a bunch of different items for Mother's Day. And she again personalized it by sending me a pair of ears that I was dying for. Actually, both of my boxes. My first box, I got the Food and Wine Festival Figment ears that I had been hoping for my entire pregnancy. She sent that to me in my box once she found out that I was a big Figment lover. In my second box, I got a Figment Funko Pop. I got the Flower and Garden ears, which were current at the time. They were still being sold in the park, and she went and got them for me. I really appreciated that. I once again got a snack. I think it was a Rice Krispie treat this time. And, you know, just fun, personalized items like that are just a taste of the parks. In my most recent box from them, they sent me a Walt Disney World glass from Arribas Brothers. I got a little trinket box. They sent me so many fun things. I'm just like trying to remember all the great things. The point is that it's unique items that you can expect in your box, and I think that's really, really cool. And yeah, I really enjoyed the box. There's nothing negative I can say about any of the boxes I've received to date. As for my cons, however, I will say that the shipping for Gifts from Mickey is a little bit high. It's not as high as Dreamer's Box. The reason I haven't tried Dreamer's Box to this day is because shipping is $25 and they are based in California. I'm based in California. You think that shipping locally would be a little bit cheaper, but that's not the case. And that's why I haven't ordered from them to this day. From Gifts from Mickey, it's around $20 to $25 for shipping to go to California because it's across the country. But that's because it's across the country. So I get that. They do not have the same shipping rates that other companies have offered. So your lowest price box is $60, I believe, and with the shipping it comes to around $80 to $85. However, I look at it as I have a guarantee of getting 6 really unique items from the park sent to me, up to 6 items, but I can also receive up to 6 items from Magic at Your Door, but I'll be spending $100. So I'm still saving money with Gifts from Mickey, and I find those two companies kind of comparable because my experience has been so positive with Gifts from Mickey that I haven't felt the need to try some of the other companies that have been really, really popular because I was getting that at a lower price point. That is why I like Gifts from Mickey. That's why I like Bibbidi Bobbidi boxes, because it's a little bit more affordable of what I can afford in my price point. And then I reached out to Gifts from Mickey my first ever time. She had no idea who I was. And I told her shipping's really high. Is there any discount code that you currently have available? And she gave me one. So I was able to save 15% on my first time order. So I always find that it doesn't hurt to ask. If you really want to try out a company and you just can't afford it, or you know, you're trying to figure out if there's a workaround, some kind of savings that you can possibly get, just ask. I did that and I was able to get some special items sent to me. It's not because I was a YouTuber, because a lot of these companies did not know that at the time. It's just because I asked. So that is what I would say to you as my takeaway. Ask for what you want. Expect to hear the word no, but when you hear the word yes, you will just be thrilled. That's what I did with my birthday boxes, with my Gifts from Mickey Mother's Day box last year. I told her I wanted special items sent to me for Mother's Day, and she met that need. She accomplished that goal. I mean, I was thrilled to receive the result. So those are my favorite companies because they are highly customizable, and for me, customer service is key. That's why Mickey to Your Door, Bibbidi Bobbidi boxes, and Gifts from Mickey are in the top tier of my list. Magic at Your Door also had good customer service, but because, in terms of, you know, frequent responses back and forth, but because it took a month, that's why they're not in the top of my list. That was just my personal experience, though. Everyone has had a different experience with each company. And as I say this, I'm about to open Magic at Your Door's new pin box. So I'm really excited to see what came in the pin mailer. It's my first ever time ordering a pin mailer, so I'm happy to debut that with Magic at Your Door. And you guys can decide for yourself whether you want to try it. But I really enjoyed the experience I've had to date, and these are the boxes. So let me know if you have tried these boxes yourself. Would you try these companies now that you heard a little bit more of what you can get with them? Was your experience completely different than mine? Let me know in the comments. I want to know if people had a negative experience. Don't feel shy to tell me if that was your experience, because I know that everyone's experience was different, but I love to just share my knowledge with you of what I think are the best Disney subscription boxes out there, and these are in the list, and that is why I'm talking about them today. I just want to close this out by saying some of the boxes that I think I could do a separate video on completely, but the ones that are doing pin boxes specifically are Mickey Monthly. There's one called Pin Trader Monthly. There is Magic at Your Door's pin box. Walt Life has some pin boxes. Mickey to Your Door has pin boxes. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boxes has a pin box as well as a sticker box. Tokyo Kawaii Club also has a pin box where it's just Tokyo pins. You get a guarantee of 2 pins, I think, in that mailer every month. And then there's also the Disney Store Park Pack. So those are the pin boxes I wanted to quickly mention. I'm probably missing some, but I just wrote down some notes real quick. And then for snack boxes, the ones that I was aware of was Boxney. does an all snack box from Disney Parks. There's Gifts from Mickey, which has a snack box, and then Gifts from Mickey also has a coffee lovers box, and they also have the popcorn boxes, 3 different popcorn boxes. So if you're looking for snacks, you can go with them there. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boxes has a snacks box. Mickey's Mystery Box has 3 different snack boxes. If you go to the snacks option, they have 3 different tiers. My one problem with Mickey Mystery Box, though, is that they don't tell you how many snacks are included in each different tier, so you probably have to reach out to them to find out what the difference is between the small, medium, or large, but they do have those categories in there, and their picture advertises that you will get a candy apple or a cake pop type of thing, so that's cool. Dreamers has a coffee box. Mickey Monthly has a snack box or snack boxes, and then there's also Mickey to Your Door has their renewed snack option. So those are all the snack boxes that I am aware of. I wanted to put that in this video just so you know where to go if you're looking for a snacks only box, where to go if you're looking for a pins only box, and again, this whole video covered the merch boxes. So hopefully that was helpful to you. Again, give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for my next Disney video. Thanks so much. Bye!